that's enough. That's good, ladies and gentlemen, could I have your attention for a minute, please? A corner for 4-year-old Godina Dacia, Godina Cross, Fort Lariga. Friends, I am pleased and proud to welcome you to this Rise demonstration in the historic city of Waterford. On behalf of the Rise campaign, both locally and nationally, I want to thank all of you who have travelled from far and near for putting up in such great numbers. This is an ancient and proud city. More than 1,000 years ago we absorbed the Vikings, then we absorbed the Normans. But more than 3 centuries ago, a man named Oliver Cromwell came to this city and tried and failed to capture it. You might remember that he was the man who gave us the choice of to hell or to Connacht. Well, this demonstration today has a similar message, except this time we are saying, to hell with John Gormley! We stand here today united to promote and defend our traditional rural-based pastimes. The pastimes that the people of our cities, towns, villages and farms have enjoyed for more than 1,000 years. We are hunters on foot and on horseback. We are hunters with guns and with fishing rods. All of us are under threat from the Green Party fanatics. Today, the first one is going to be Jim Murphy from the Irish Foot Harriers. And he's hunted, the director of hunting of hounds at face. There will also be Eddie Downey to come to the stand as well, please. Jim Murphy. No, Jim.
Thank you, Tommy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honour and privilege to be here today in such a vast crowd here to support hunting. The reason why we're here is we have a Green Party who are holding a conference in here today who have an animal rights agenda, not an animal welfare agenda, it's an animal rights agenda. And the first thing they don't understand is the word democracy, the freedom of the individual to make a choice. That's all we're asking. People can be But in order to understand the Green Party Animal Rights Agenda, you must understand the people that drew up the Green Party Animal Rights Agenda. Some of these have extreme views, and we have been the subject of bitter attacks from them throughout the years. But if people realise that the connections some of these people had to groups and individuals throughout the world who are the most unsavoury groups one could wish to mention, they'd be very slow to portray any attacks on us. We have 2 things to deal with. We have the dog breeding establishment bill, we have the ward union bill to ban ward union hunt, and we have the animal rights, the animal welfare bill coming down the road. Now, first of all, let's talk about the ward union. This is a hunt that's been there for over 150 years. They're talking of banning it, and they said it's because of health and safety. But going back to 1999, John Gormley signed a petition with the Alliance for Animal Rights that he would ban stag hunting if he came into power. So this has got nothing to do with health and welfare. The second thing is, they're talking about banning fur farms. I mention those 2 because you will have a loss of 110 jobs between the 2 of them. This means that they'll have to compensate the fur farmers to the tunes of $750 million, and they'll have to find social welfare for 110 people to facilitate the Green Party agenda on animal rights. This is what's being done at a time when... This is at a time when we've almost 500,000 people on the dole. You deal them with the dog breeding establishment bill. If that comes in, and we're roped into that, then we'd be treated as commercial dog breeding establishments. We are not commercial, and we don't breed for profit. And I'd like to remind you that Mr. Gormley gave us a commitment in writing that he would exempt us from all the regulations of the dog breeding establishment bill. He, no later than 3 weeks ago, denied in the Seanad that he ever gave us this bill. And we have it, or this commitment, we have it in writing. Now, only last week, the Green Party reminded Mr. Cowan that Bertie Ahern had given them a verbal commitment that they would get an extra junior minister. That's an ironic situation. It's all right that the Fianna Fáil must honor a verbal agreement, but where we have a written agreement, he totally ignores it. We then have the animal welfare.